I had never planned on doing the internships unit when I planned out my university subjects, but a clash in scheduling allowed me to pick it up, and I'm so glad that I did. I've always considered myself to be more of a hands-on learner, taking the most value from units that have allowed me to take on real client briefs and solve real-world problems. I would realise quite quickly that this would be one of the most worthwhile subjects that I would study at my time at QUT. Having completed the media planning subject last semester, I was determined to experience life in a media agency, and when I saw the opportunity at MEC, I didn't hesitate to apply. Before going to MEC, my highlight of university was the site tour that we did at Icon. I remembered the speech that Jane made on the day and knew that this was an agency I wanted to be a part of. My interview for the internship was nerve-wracking, having little to no experience, but the people were friendly and I was confident walking away. A couple of weeks later, I was walking back through those same doors, even more nervous than before, but excited to begin the rest of my journey there. MEC is a relatively small agency in Brisbane, but because of their size, all team members had to be across all areas of media, which is something that made it so attractive. I didn't really know much going in, but wanted to learn as much as possible about every aspect of the business, digital and offline. They gave me every opportunity to learn about everything and followed me where I wanted to go. Throughout my time at MEC, I've been lucky enough to have worked on real-life clients, analysing their business decisions, analysing effective media channels, researching ways to implement campaigns, obtaining quotes from sellers to book spots within their budgets, building media schedules for campaigns, entering the spots for invoicing, checking the book spots appeared where they should have, and building post-campaign analysis reports to show that what we booked was actually effective. I have worked on every aspect of the media planning and buying process and gained a sound knowledge of the process as a whole. Sometimes whilst at MEC, I found it hard to believe that people would actually get paid to do this. The highlight for me was a tour of the city with the team from JC2Co, learning all about their digital city lights and what was possible with their products. I was also able to go to the A-League thanks to SBS, had several nice lunches, and was invited to play in Agency of Origin, a touch football tournament against all the other media agencies in town. The office environment was something that constantly amazed me. Having a full-time barista to cater to our pretty serious caffeine addictions, and a table tennis table that led to some Olympic quality battles were two things that I thought only existed in TV shows. I knew that the perks of the media industry were good, but I was not ready for this. In my professional plan, I set out 5 SMART goals in order to measure success. I wanted to build a media plan from start to finish, enter spots for invoicing on my own, extract post-campaign data, present insights to the rest of the team, and buy, plan, and implement a small campaign. And while time restraints didn't mean I got to do them in necessarily that order, I believe that I have achieved each of these goals and could confidently do each task if I were to go back today. If anything, I think I may have been a bit too conservative with my goals, and if I were to start another internship tomorrow, I would set myself some higher demands. I do think that in setting these goals, I had the right idea, and not knowing what to expect when I went in, I set these goals accordingly. The biggest thing I learnt from my time at MEC was the importance of setting goals and time management skills. I've never been a person to write down tasks or set goals for myself, but I found it necessary in order to achieve the tasks I was given. Knowing what I know now, I would have set myself more specific and more difficult goals for my time. Gomez Minabre's article, Motivation Through Goal Setting, in the Journal of Economic Psychology, states that in a study of loggers, introducing a goal that was more difficult but attainable would increase the challenge of the job while making it clear to the workers what was expected of them. The performance of logging crews increased, and the firm's profits rose as well. I need to push myself if I'm going to achieve all my goals and become a leader in the industry. I would finally wish to thank all the great people that I worked with during my time at MEC, mostly Kayleen, James, Bronte, and Elizabetta, and everyone on the team for accepting me, and Jane for taking me on.